Bears and the Arizona Cardinals. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
On first down, Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that. First drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs.
Here we go.
Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. 18 yards, first down Niners.
Here we go. Black 80! 11.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. His throw incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Garoppolo again. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Hassan Reddick drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
At their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Solomon Thomas able to record his 5th sack of the season. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. 2nd down, Murray sets to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. Murray going to throw. Looking deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down. That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing is Murray on third down. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. D Ford has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside and break it inside. Really well-run route.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
11.
Garoppolo on 1st down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Mike, here we go.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
21. Check.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner 1st down. Garoppolo 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Hey, Sue. 951.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Aaron Lynch, the former USF Bull. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
Here we go. Black 80. 65. Check girls. Hey, echo.
Throwing on 1st is Garoppolo. That is caught at the 7. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
64.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman.
I got you, boy.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarter.
And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, tighten down. There you go. Check 50, check 50. Check the backer. Pump up. Hey, check 24.
On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Ready? Right. Mike's 56. Off. Mike 56. Mike 56.
On 3rd down, Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. On the return is Pettis. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
Here we go. Check 52.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Murray now, 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. This is Butler making the catch. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Hakeem Butler in the final seconds of the first half, as his guys are back within a single score.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This will be taken about the 12. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 29. Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Two.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Murray now on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Solomon Thomas in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. To throw is Murray. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. But he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. And that is incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
A gain of 15 and a 49er first down.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. 3 down.
To throw is Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
11.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Muhammad Wilkerson coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
It's second down.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun, and he'll get this one up to the 26. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Murray now, 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Here's Murray. He's got his man. This is Jackson. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Murray to air it out again. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt.
Let's go.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, They need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Here we go. Hey, gun. Mike, back, check, 59.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for the Niners. 44 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. It's Coleman here. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Here we go.
Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And to give this time to the tailback. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing is Murray on third down. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the fourth and final quarter. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And able to find Kirk complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play, so it might as well not even had the penalty.
Murray going to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great effort there. His fourth touchdown on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. From the gun, Murray. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. The Niners on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 38-yard line. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, and it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So points so crucial in a tight game like this, but this kick off the goalpost, and that'll keep the score right where it is.
Yeah, it wouldn't have made this a 2-score game, but any cushion this late definitely would have helped. Now they need to ask their defense for another stop, and that's going to require some work.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario Get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here we go.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Oh, no, lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they are going to get this one back, it looks like. So nearly like-for-like fumbles, but they hang on to this thing and keep it a turnover. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
Let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. And they got the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. That one goes for 24 yards. Back to throw. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go. 180. Check.
He's back to throw. Looking for the end zone. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
Second and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Edmonds. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. A great come-from-behind victory in this one. They dominated.
And it has this